My most requested video has always been a Minesweeper tutorial, so for this one I will be explaining, or at least trying to explain, every aspect of the game. So first, the rules. The board, as you can see here, is divided in cells with 10 mines, that's what this number means, randomly distributed inside here. In order to win the game, you need to open all of the cells that don't have mines in it, and the number on the board shows the number of mines that are next to it. So using that information, you can use logic, kind of like Venn diagrams, to determine the cells that are safe and the cells that contain mines. Cells that you think have mines, you can right-click on to place a flag, which would decrease the counter by 1. Not saying that this is necessarily correct when flags are placed, but the counter will always go down. So let's go through some basic logic. This 1 has 8 squares surrounding it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Of these 8 squares, 7 of them are already open, so the 1 that's left next to it that's unopened has to be unsafe. So that's like baby's first Minesweeper logic. The number tells you how many mines are next to it. So this 5, for example, of the 8 squares that surround it, 3 are already open. That means the remaining 5 all have to be mines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for this 1 as well, there are 7 squares surrounding it that are already opened, and 1 that's left unopened, so it has to be a mine. The extension of this logic would be, if a number already has the correct number of mines next to it, then any other unopened square next to it has to be safe. So this 1, for example, of the 8 squares surrounding it, we already determined earlier that this has to be a mine. So the other 2 squares that are adjacent to this 1 have to be safe, which is these 2. So I'll click them. The same idea goes for this 3. Of the 8 squares adjacent to it, we've already marked 1, 2, 3 as mines, so this last one that's unopened has to be safe. This 1 only has 1 unopened square next to it, so it has to be a mine. This 2 already has 2 mines next to it, so the remaining unopened squares next to it have to be safe. This 2 has those same 2 mines next to it already, so these 3 remaining squares have to be safe. This 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mines next to it. This 1 already has 1 mine next to it, so the other 4 squares adjacent to it have to be safe. 1 mine left has to be touching this 2. 1, 2. The last square is safe. To play a new game of Minesweeper, you can click on this smiley face with the sunglasses, or in the case that you die, the dead smiley face. Or I guess it's a dead frowny face.